Welcome to General Hospital Envy, my GH after show. Before we discuss this week's episodes, I want to wish a very happy birthday to one of my favorite actresses on the show, Jane Elliott. Today we are going to talk about my favorite, Robert Scorpio, and the fact that GH has not signed him to a contract yet. We're also going to talk about Hayden and the fact that her real name is Rachel. Who's Rachel? We're going to talk about the heated discussion that is Valerie Spencer, and the fact that we are getting a brand new doctor on General Hospital. So my favorite scenes this week were between Robert and Mac Scorpio, Mac filling in Robert on what's going on with Anna. And I just have one question for the powers that be of General Hospital. Why on earth have you not signed this man to GH yet? To my knowledge, he's not on contract of any other soap right now, and I feel like the powers that be over the past decade have always let this man slip through their fingers. Like, it's Robert freaking Scorpio. Like, what are you doing? GH took a pretty big blow when Tony Geary left the show, so what better character to bring on than Robert Scorpio? I mean, he's sexy, he's Australian, and he's a super spy. There's so much story there. This man played such a big role in the 80s for GH, so why not bring him back? I used to go back on YouTube all the time and watch all the old 80s GH stories, and I was more riveted by any of that than anything that I'm currently seeing on screen right now. Not to say that the show isn't good, but it was so much better back then. And I get it, soap budgets aren't what they used to be, and it's difficult to tell those kind of stories, especially when a lot of the times GH went on location, but you know what? It wasn't the locations that made the stories exciting, it was the actors. For some reason, I feel like the powers that be for most soap operas have the idea in their head that the audience that they're aiming for wants to see, like, young people all the time on soaps. Let me tell you who my favorite characters on the show are. Felicia, Mac, Robert, Anna, Laura, Tracy, not to mention characters that I'm not even sure are still on the show right now, like Lucy, Bobby, Scotty. Where are they? I know that they're kind of aiming for the 25 to 35-year-old females, but I'm a 25-year-old gay male, and I don't watch for Nathan to take his shirt off and walk around and sleep with Maxie. I don't watch for Jason to walk around in tight shirts. I watch for those characters. They are played by seasoned actors who know their shit. And it's not to say that the rest of the cast isn't good, it's just that these guys are in a whole other league of their own. They managed to pull me into the most ridiculous storylines. I mean, think about those storylines back then. Weather machines, super spies, crazy hidden treasures, all completely ridiculous. But I watched all of them, and I was riveted. These are the people that I want to see leading the show. Most of these characters have family on the show, so you can utilize them in so many different ways, and they're so backburned, and it annoys the crap out of me. For me personally, and I have a feeling for a lot of people, nostalgia is really big when it comes to TV shows. I mean, that's why they're bringing back all these shows that died like years ago and revamping them in some kind of new way. X-Files, Boy Meets World, Full House, there's a Friends reunion coming up as well. People want to go back and relive that. I know that it wouldn't be the same, but nostalgia alone is what's going to bring back viewers. We're kind of in a sinking ship right now, and I think it would be a pretty good move to kind of bring back the characters that people remember. Especially characters like Robert Scorpio, Anna Devane, Felicia. They weren't just characters in the 80s, they were like the characters that everyone remembers. Characters that led the show very successfully until they decided to leave. And it's not like people got bored of them and they got fired. Alright, let's talk Hayden. So last week I had a theory that Hayden could be Rebecca Shaw, however, Tracy Quartermain has now announced her name as Rachel. I don't even really have anything to say about it, but after making such a thing about the fact that, oh, you don't want anyone to know who you really are, I thought she'd be someone that we knew, so I don't know. Hayden is one of those characters that I'm really having trouble understanding. The writing is all over the place for her. Like, she seems to want to get revenge on Nicholas, but is falling in love with him. Or is she? I can't tell anymore. And usually, I mean, it's not that the writers have to spoon feed us, but it's almost as if they don't even really know what to do with her. Moving on, here's a heated discussion. Valerie Spencer. Probably not one of the most liked characters by most of the General Hospital fandom. I'll admit though, I don't have as much of a haterade as some of y'all do on her. I get it, she came between Lulu and Dante, but for me, and it's nothing against the actress that plays Lulu right now, Lante have not been the same for me since Julie Berman left the role. The reason being is that the writing for the character of Lulu changed so drastically when she stepped into the role, and it's not the same character, it's not the same vibe, it's simply not the same for me. But yeah, I have a soft spot for Valerie. She came in when the Spencers were pretty much gone. Luke's gone, Lucky's gone, Ethan's gone. Lulu's played by a different actress and is completely different from who she used to be. And Brittany, the actress that plays her, is pretty damn good. She's got that Spencer spunk that Lulu no longer has. Anyway, Valerie has been kidnapped by Johnny Zakara, who's also gone under a personality transplant. He seems as crazy as his grandfather Anthony Zakara. And of course, she knocked over a candle and the cabin is now on fire where she is being held hostage. Johnny's long gone, but Lulu knows where she is, so my prediction is that Lulu is going to rescue her and she's going to feel bad about the situation that she put Valerie in. But I'm pretty sure Lulu's going to try to keep it a secret that she's the reason why Valerie is there in the first place. Alright, finally, GH is getting a new doctor in the form of actor Matt Cohen. I hope the fact that they're bringing in a new leading doctor means that they're going to try to focus in on some hospital storylines. The show is called General Hospital, so I feel like there probably should be some storylines going on in the hospital. Just saying. So what I want to know is what you guys think his new character will be like. Any idea who you guys want his love interest to be? Do you think the actor will be able to handle carrying the mantle that Patrick Drake left over? I guess time will tell. Alright guys, I will see you next time on General Hospital Envy.